Hello and welcome. This is going to be following on from my pocket floaters knife review videos. This is basically just going to be a review, kind of overview of these two kind of gentleman slip joint non-locking folding knives. Okay, now these are both made by CRKT, Columbia River Knife and Tool, and they're pretty good quality actually. For years, obviously, people have been asking CRKT where the classic pocket knives are, okay, because they do make some very good knives, okay. Now, CRKT call these pocket classics, okay, and they've made them available in 7 of the most commonly requested styles, okay. And we'll go through some specifications for each of them, okay, and then I'll compare them and all the rest of that. Okay, now the two different models, this is slightly confusing, okay, but the CRKT Toothpick, okay, is actually the smaller one. Okay, so if you're looking at them and you be confused, it's the Toothpick that is the smaller one, okay, not the Texas Toothpick. I just thought I'd reiterate that, okay, because I was a little bit confused, but there we go. So this toothpick model, okay, the overall length open, of course, is 5.2 inches or 13.3 centimeters. The blade length is 2.2 inches or 5.8 centimeters. The cutting edge is 2 inches or 5.1 centimeters, and the weight, it's just under an ounce at 0.95 ounces or 26.9 grams. Okay, both of these knives are UK legal to carry, okay, because the cutting edge is less than 3 inches and they don't lock, okay, so you're perfectly fine there. Okay, now I'll go through the specifications quickly for the larger one. Now this is just called the Texas Toothpick, okay, not the toothpick, but the Texas Toothpick. I hope I've said enough about that. So the overall length of the Texas Toothpick here is 6.2 inches or 15.9 centimeters, 2.5 inches and 6.4 centimeters for the cutting edge, and the blade length is obviously longer at 2.7 inches or 7 centimeters, and the weight of this one is about 1.5 ounces or 44 grams. Okay, now both of these have it's kind of a long clip point blade shape, or California clip point blade shape, okay. It's a very useful blade shape, okay, very pointy scalpel like, excellent for fine detail, but it's also got a nice little bit of belly there as well, okay. So they are gentlemen's folders, okay. The price of these are about, I think they're both the same price here. I think they're about £24 each, and you would think a larger one would be more, but because they use more materials and things, but it's not. So we'll just have a few close-ups of the handle scales. This is kind of like a amber jigged bone scales, okay. It provides decent grip. The larger one is just lovely. Okay, I love pocket carrying this. The weight of it, 44 grams, is quite light for its size. Okay, and it fits my four little fingers there very well, and it's very useful. Okay, very useful. The smaller one, like I've probably said in my case knife review, for me, just 4 fingers doesn't quite just get there on this one. Okay, I'd like to put my pinky there, I suppose. Okay, but it depends what I'm doing. Okay, so that's a little bit about the ergonomics. The blade steel, CRKT, they basically say that it's kind of like it's high carbon stainless steel with razor sharp cutting edges. Okay, brass liners, as you can see, and polished nickel and silver bolsters and pins. Okay, with stainless steel springs and burned amber jigged bone covers or scales. Okay, so that's what you're getting. I'm not quite sure whether these are made in China. It doesn't say anywhere on them or on the boxes they came in. Okay, but they're very, very nicely made. Okay, the pins are in well, the little logo's in well. Again, I've got some slight discoloration on the bolsters, but the liners, obviously they're not skeletonized, but it's just really well made. Very flush on the back there. It's just, yeah, incredibly well made. And for the price, £24, I think it's very good value actually. They both are. Okay, it just depends on the size you want. Okay, there's the smaller one, just the toothpick one. Again, nice. Sorry about that. The nice flush liners there. And these did come very sharp. Okay. All right. As I always do, I will. I mean, I'll just reiterate. These are excellent knives for pocket carry, everyday carry. If you like this type of knife, blade shape, things like that. You don't want anything too tactical with a pocket clip or anything like that. They can just float about in your pocket, and you know, obviously the only problem with that is, you know, you don't want these to just bounce out or anything and fall on the floor. But as long as you're careful, these are there when you need them, I suppose. All right. Now I will do some size comparisons. Okay, I always do this with just other popular knives. So here's a normal case knife, Texas Toothpick. Okay. Now with the CRKT, it's pretty much the same. Alright, pretty much the same. Yeah, it's pretty much the same. Alright, so that's that size. Obviously the Spyderco Tenacious next to these, yeah, it's quite a lot bigger than them. And the UK PK. I'll try and put this at the top because many people may want to carry a pocket floater knife instead. And as you can see, the large one is very similar to the size as an alternative option, or if you want to have a pocket rotation. Okay, so that's just some size comparisons. Okay, and I think I have done a comparison video. If not, I may well do one of you know, case knives versus these CRKT knives. And it's really, what it boils down to is really, if you want to buy something that's, you know, made in America, it's got a longish heritage, and it's, you know, handmade and things, and it's got undoubtedly better steel, then it's whether you want to pay that premium. Just for instance, you can buy both of those and still have some change for the price of a case knife. But that's just a little point, okay? And it's really, you know, kind of up to the customer, up to consumer. Okay, but that's my little overview of these knives. I think they're great knives, great alternatives to other UK legal knives. And yeah, please do rate, comment, and subscribe. Comment below about any of your experiences with these knives. Definitely love to hear it. And hope you've enjoyed this video. Take care.